Now, there is one problem with this entire theory of the biggest slit anyone's ever seen. The whole thing is under camera surveillance 24 hours a day. And just as a reminder, Donald Trump specifically addressed the possibility that someone could take a knife to the reflecting pool. And he last month said, this thing is so strong, a box cutter, a knife, that's not going to be able to do anything. And now Trump is claiming that surreptitiously, despite 24-hour surveillance, someone put a 300-foot slit with a knife in the thing.
This will last for at least 50 years, and you'll never have a leak. It's very strong. You couldn't, if you had a knife, I don't want to give anybody ideas. If you had a knife, you can't even cut it. It's so strong, so powerful. It's like powerful rubber. It is beautiful, sealed.
Trump doesn't want to get a slit in his rubber. That could really cause problems for him.
And I looked at just one of the little pieces that they did to finish. It's like a piece of glass, beautiful color, beautiful everything. You could never get anything like that.
No.
So this is President Trump from last month. He is bragging that a knife cannot cut the liner. Now he is saying a knife cut it. He said both things on camera with no shame at all. And it's a contradiction itself.
Oh, no slits, no holes, no nothing. Meanwhile, could we maybe blame Joe Biden? Not this particular time. So I know. Who does Trump try to blame? Barack Hussein Obama. You know the guy.
Obama.
I'm not kidding. He says the press isn't addressing the fact that under Obama, things were destroyed. And it was really bad.
Part of what's curious about this situation is we stood here with you in April when you first revealed the plans.
I said what?
In April, you showed us pictures of what you were going to do at the pool, and you said you had a guy who was going to do it in a week for about $1 million.
Well,
It's been 2 months and $16.5 million.
Yeah, okay, ready? Barack Hussein Obama. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
It's the answer to everything, isn't it?
Obama. He spent 2 years and over $100 million on trying to fix it. You know what happened to it? Never even opened.
Right.
He took the water for the river. You know about that, right? It turned out to be putrid, and it destroyed the whole thing. Spent over
It's putrid. This guy is out of his mind. He really is.
$100 million. Him and Biden together spent $147 million. You know what happened? Never opened. You don't mention that, right?
But
we spent about 10. Much of the money we spent are park workers. They're there whether they do this or not, as you know. They work in the park, and they're very good workers. They did a great job. So they were going to spend $300 to $400 million. You know that. And it was going to take 4 years.
And
I spent about 6-7 weeks, and I spent probably in terms of outside, probably $10 million, around 10 million. They say 16, but a lot of that is workers that work for the same thing. So they were going to spend $400 million.
Okay, he said I spent 6 or 7 weeks and probably 10 million as well. Then say 16. He does not know his own numbers, and the math keeps changing mid-sentence. But yes, he thinks we get the point.
I think you get the point. It would be great to blame his immediate predecessor, Joe Biden. But if you can't, not a problem. We've got another guy we can blame, and his name, Barack Hussein Obama. Ever heard of him? Now, I do want to announce, by the way, I have an announcement to make. Trump's making announcements all the time. I get to make an announcement every once in a while. Now, a couple other just kind of dystopian, Kafka-esque moments from this conversation, I guess, of sorts that Donald Trump had with members of the press. Secretary Wright, Energy Secretary, who we're going to hear from later on the issue of gas prices. Secretary Wright tries to tell some kind of story about Albert Einstein. And as he kind of fumbles the story, Trump just goes, nobody cares. And you know what? What Trump means is, I don't care. And we know he doesn't.
Chris Wright, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. So 141 years ago, Albert Einstein, 121 years ago, Albert Einstein published a paper on...
Nobody cares.
Good point.
I never come back.
Oh my God.
Good point. Nobody gives a damn, and Trump certainly doesn't give a damn about your story. And
Yeah, his own energy secretary is trying to make a point about science, and Trump cuts him off with nobody cares. That's insane. That's the president of United States telling his own cabinet members to stop talking about Einstein. That's insane.
Then finally, there always must be shadowy actors, a conspiracy, sabotage, to quote William Shatner. They did something to create the algae. We've got to look at Antrifa. Take a listen.
Somebody said fertilizer in the water. If you put fertilizer in the water, you get algae. But somebody said they might have put fertilizer. They did something to create the algae, but that doesn't matter because that's been purified.
It can't just have been a screw up by Trump. It can't have been a miscalculation that you were fixing a problem that doesn't really exist and now you look really stupid. It had to have been. If it's Biden, that's great. If it's Barack Obama, even better. If it's a vandal, which the 24-hour surveillance cameras simply weren't able to find on video, that's great. If it created a slit with a box cutter, and if somebody did something to encourage the growth of algae, that is far, far better than any of the real explanations.
So now the theory is someone secretly put fertilizer in the water to grow algae on purpose to sabotage the pool. And the same breath he says it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, why bring it up? This is how conspiracy thinking works. You plant the seed, then walks away.
Is anybody falling for this crap? I don't think so. Thanks for watching. Check out.
Well, guys, a 300-foot slit that no camera caught, algae that someone planted on purpose, and Barack Hussein Obama somehow behind all of it. He was blaming for everything. He was blaming Obama for everything. First, he blamed former President Biden for everything. And the second, he blames Obama for each and everything. For every negative thing, he blames Obama. This is what passes for accountability at the White House right now. What do you think? Is this leadership or is it just noise? Drop your thoughts below in the comment section, guys. I actually read every comment and I really gain a lot of knowledge from your comments. I actually, enjoy reading your comments. And what do you want to say? I always, I'm making so much videos on US politics, and I always see President Trump always criticize Biden, always criticize former President Obama as well. I don't know why. What's the reason? Why he hate them so much? Do you know? If you know, let me know in the comment section, guys. I'll bring more important videos for you. Till then, please click on the red subscribe button. It's really very important. When you click on the subscribe button, it gives me a motivation to work more. I'll bring more important videos for you. Till then, please take care of yourself.